Thanks for staying tuned. This is still Breakfast Central. It's now time for sports updates. I'm Samson. Oloyede. We begin with South Africa cricket, where a brilliant unbeaten 102 from Aiden Markran and half centuries from Quinton the Kock and Temba Bavuma helped South Africa to post a total of 338-6, resulting in a comprehensive victory by 111 runs in the third one-day international against Australia at the Mangaung Oval on Tuesday. Australia were bundled out for just 227 in reply, with spinners Tabraiz, Shamsi and Keshav Maharaj changing the course of the match after a rampaging start to the run chase from the tourist. Now, Australia still holds a 2-1 lead in the 5-match series after victories by 3 wickets and 123 runs in the first 2 matches of the series at the Mangaung Oval in Bloemfontein. Now, the 4th and 5th matches will be staged in Centurion and Johannesburg on Friday and Sunday. We wish the Proteas men the very best. Away from there to football matters, Cameroon defeated Burundi by 3-0 at the Rumde Adija Stadium in Garra on Tuesday night to secure a berth at the next African Cup of Nations. Now, the indomitable Lions triumphed thanks to goals from Brian Mbeumo, Christopher Woe and Vincent Abubakar, thereby claiming top spots in Group C and guaranteeing their place at the tournament in Ivory Coast early next year. The result is also a welcome news for Namibia, who finished in second spot in the 3-team group and will therefore return to the African Cup of Nations for the first time since 2019. Still talking football matters, South Africa secured a 1-0 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo in an international friendly played at the Orlando Stadium in Soweto. Lau Foster scored the only goal of the game as Bafana claimed the victory over a fellow African Cup of Nations qualifier, which is a promising sign for coach Hugo Bruce ahead of both the continental finals and the start of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. South Africa will be back in an international friendly action next month with matches against Eswatini at home and against AFCON host Ivory Coast away. We wish them the very best. Still talking about international friendlies, on the European scene, England extended their 24-year unbeaten run against Scotland as Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane struck in a 3-1 friendly win to mark the 150th anniversary of the first meeting between the nations. Now, Harry Maguire's own goal brought a brief relief for Scotland into the contest at Hampden Park, but the winning streak that has taken Steve Clarke's men to the brink of qualification for Euro 2024 came to an end. Well, it's quite interesting to always see England take on Scotland right there. So results from the European qualifiers that took place yesterday, you had Norway defeating winning by 2-1. You also had France against Ireland 2-1. Spain ran routes courtesy of a 6-0 win over Cyprus, and the Italians just edged Ukraine by 2-1. Malta losing at home to North Macedonia. Belgium, with Lukaku getting a brace in there, trumped Estonia by 5-0. You had Sweden surprisingly losing at home to Australia by 3-1, and Israel getting the better of Belarus, with Romania also defeating Kosovo by 2-0, and Switzerland wrapped up the night with a 3-0 thumping of Andorra. And finally, on sports update at this time, Serbia made a victorious start to their Davis Cup Finals group stage campaign by beating South Korea. You had Dusan Lajovic down Ong Sung-chan 6-4, 7-6, 7-3, while Laszlo Jere battled past Kwon Sung-woo 4-6, 6-2, 6-2 to give Serbia an unassailable 2-0 lead in the tie. Meanwhile, in Manchester, 10-time champions France began their bid to make the quarterfinals for the first time since 2018 by beating Switzerland 3-0. You had Adrian Manarino battling past Dominic Stricker 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 before Ugo Humbert sealed a comfortable 6-4, 6-4 win over veteran Stan Wawrinka. The top 2 teams from each of the 4 groups will advance to the knockout rounds in Malaga, which takes place in November. And that's it on sports updates at this time. It's back to you, Osarage and Olive.
Thank you very much. EPL back this weekend?
Definitely. Everyone's looking forward to it.
Can we postpone
my
it?
thoughts and my prayers.
I'm really not looking forward to
but
it.
you know what? Well, because of Manchester United's performance so far, it's not been the most exciting. But keep your fingers crossed, keep your hope alive. Interestingly, I woke up this morning feeling urged to inspire somebody who has tried and failed to try again. And that would include Manchester United as well as its fans. Keep hope alive, Manchester United fans. This weekend will be great for you.
It's a good one.
All right. All right, Samson, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.